Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Crystal, the Crystalline Priestess, and today I have a fun little pick card for you, or pick a flower for you, about what is going on for you in Feb. We're checking out your vibes in the month of February and just seeing essentially what is going on. So my flowers are a little bit wilted because I'm filming this for like the 4th time because things keep going wrong, and it is what it is. So we have some dying flowers as our choices today. It's currently summer in Australia and the bougainvillea is ripe. It is so pretty. This is like my favorite color in the whole world. I cannot believe how amazing nature is. The fact that she created something this pretty, it's just, this color is everything. I love it. So pile 1, you're going to be my favorite color bougainvillea ever. Pile 2, you're going to be this also adorable, slightly wilting orange bougainvillea. Let's see if I can let that focus. There you go. Pile 2, you are the orange bougainvillea, and then pile 3, you are this cute little flower. I have no idea what this tree is, but it's super cute, and this flower is very sad now, but yeah, it's pretty cute still. So I'm going to hold all 3 up. Do as you like. You can pause the video, you can meditate, you can do, you know, whatever it is that suits you when you pick a pile. And essentially I will meet you in your group. The timestamps will be below, and don't forget to check out your channeled song because you also have a Feb vibe tune. Okay, so check out your tune as well. Pile 1, you are pink. Pile 2, you are orange, and pile 3, you are this other cute little pink. So I'm going to sit here awkwardly for a few seconds and let you guys just chill and pick your pile. Alright, well, this feels weird. I'm sure plenty of people could have just paused it, and I'm sure you probably have, so I'm probably talking to no one, so let's get into the reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your Feb vibe reading. If you chose this beautiful pink bougainvillea, then this is your reading. So, group 1. Intuition, intuition, intuition. I keep hearing intuition. And then I heard heavy hitter. I feel as though February is like a month where your intuition is getting hit heavy. It's almost like, I don't know if something is going to happen that you knew was going to happen. It's like almost like this gut feeling. I don't know. Let's see what comes up. Ooh, part of fortune increase. So, okay, I feel like in February there's almost this feeling with you guys, like you almost know that something's going to go really well soon. Like I'm almost feeling excited and giddy for you. Like I'm literally like, whoa, I don't know. And the thing is, it's Aquarius and it's Pisces season, February. Aquarius is the wish fulfillment, you know? Aquarius is essentially like, I don't know, it's dreams coming true sort of energy. Like that's one aspect of it. Of course, that's not all it is. Everything has its light and its dark, but Pisces is also that like beautiful, you know, it's ruled by Jupiter as well as Neptune. It's that like expansive, illuminary energy. So I don't know, I feel like your intuition, you're going to be really excited in the month of February because your intuition is going to be like, you're just going to be like, I'm on point. I don't know if some of you guys are like getting, maybe you even got a reading or something and like someone said something was going to happen at this time and it is happening. I don't know. Or you've done a reading for yourself and I don't know. It's just this feeling like something you knew is going to happen is going to happen. Ooh, we have Saturn, truth. And Saturn is the traditional ruler of Aquarius, or Aquarius is the traditional ruler of Saturn. And then we have South Node, life's depths. I don't know why I wanted to say deaths. Then we had 222 on the camera when I looked at that. Okay, so there is a revelation here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have been trudging through the mud. I feel like you're my pile that have been working endlessly. Your vibe in February is essentially like, I am here for the level up. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. I'm getting that it's like, I actually feel like I'm going to do 2 channeled songs. I'm just I'm literally, spirit was just like, no, you need to do 2 songs, because on the one hand, I'm feeling like you had, I can't remember what it's called. What is it? Watching You Breathe by Marc Jacobs. And that's a song that's very existential. It's very Piscean. It's very like open to the dualities of life and the infinite, I suppose the infinity of existence, really. It's a very existential vibe. But I'm also getting this feeling like, yes, on the one hand, you're extremely existential and feeling very like intuitive and connected this month, but I think that it's really logical and grounded with this Saturn here. I think with this South Node, life's depths. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying this word. Like, I've never had trouble with this word in my life. So I don't know if some of you guys maybe have been really having a hard time speaking your truth. I think that that's what it feels like. Yes, there's been an inability to communicate a certain truth. I'm fully feeling, wow, this is the back of this is a deck I'm going to use, right? But this is the back of the card, and I'm already just looking at this dragon. Look at the way it is just like spitting fire in this direct line. I don't know, it's giving me this really powerful existential, like, there is almost like this fire that has been brewing inside of you for a goddamn long time. It's like, this is past life shit. Like, I feel like the month of February, your vibe is fucking deep. I don't know how else to say it. I feel like we should pull some tarot, because your vibe just feels deep as absolute fuck. I'm really interested in this South Node. Let's get some clarity on the South Node card, please. Wow, we have the Knight of Cups. So, you know, I did say at the beginning, it's like something feels really, really exciting. And this is the card of wish fulfillment. It's the card of things like wishes coming true. It's the card of like, I'm literally having all your ducks in a row. I don't entirely know what that like saying means, but I think that it means like, you know, having your shit together in a way. It's kind of like with this part of fortune as well, like things are going to be working in your favor. I kind of feel as though Saturn is kind of like Daddy Saturn's on your side. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, I don't know if you're a very Saturnian soul. Maybe you've got a lot of Capricorn, maybe you've got a lot of Aquarius, or maybe you have some really prominent Saturn conjunctions, aspects, just Saturnian things going on in your chart. You could have a lot of 10th house stuff. You could have a lot of 11th house things going on as well. So yeah, I feel as though your vibe is kind of like you reaping. Wow, okay. How opposite is this? We have the 5 of Cups coming out with the 9 of Cups. So you know what I think? I think that you guys are starting to see the beauty in what you've lost, the beauty in things that you've had to walk away. Look, Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that's exactly what this is. You are seeing, you know what this is? This feels like winning. This feels like I am, like, for a good long while there, it's almost like you felt like all you could see was what you'd lost. You were not noticing, you know, what was still standing in front of you, what you still had to hold on to. And it's almost like the month of February is you feeling like, holy fuck, did I just arrive? Like, I feel like it's this energy of you just all of a sudden being like, oh my god, I can see why I had to lose that in order to gain all of this. Like, I feel as though you're becoming like an up-leveled version of you. Some of you guys could have actually really been moving through Saturn in Aquarius. You could have your Saturn in Aquarius, so you could be going through, Saturn in Aquarius, your Saturn return. You know what I mean. So yeah, wow, the star underneath that. So much Aquarius energy, and the 6 of Cups as well. So this is like, I think for some of you guys, this is stuff that I'm getting that it feels like a pattern that has been repeating over and over again since, because it's past lives, that means that it would have been almost popping up in childhood as well, because when it's our South Node, for those who don't believe in past lives, you know, our South Node talks about when we were younger. The South Node is all about, you know, it's the past. So whether that's your childhood, whether that's actual past lives, it's, in my opinion, it's both, well and truly. So I feel like for you guys, this is a month where it's like you are finally seeing evidence of the progress and the healing that you've actually been doing for a long, long time. You've been doing a lot of healing. Like, literally your vibe in February is very committed to yourself, very committed to your truth, very committed to, look, we have leadership at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, committed to, I think, not only leading yourself into like a new, what's the word? It's like a new vibe. I couldn't tell if someone was behind me or not. Fucking creeped me out. I was like, is there a person or not? Anyway, I feel like you are leading yourself into a whole new vision. It's giving me like a new vision, like you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing, I'm almost seeing like you as seeing obstacles now as opportunities. Yes, seeing obstacles as opportunities. That is your vibe in, wow. That's your vibe in February. Look, I've never pulled this card before. I like barely use this deck, but I'm really like vibing it lately. And look, we have cat, intuition. That's the word. I just kept hearing intuition, intuition. Your intuition has been on freaking point. I think that you guys haven't even realized how powerful your intuition is. I think the month of February is you really awakening, I think, to how powerful your intuition is, how far you've come. I think, wow, there's just this like, I'm hearing the word commitment. It's because you've committed to this journey for so long. Wow. I'm feeling like proud of you. I'm feeling proud. I feel like your spirit guides, I'm feeling your ancestors actually as well. I feel like your ancestors feel extremely proud with this South Node life steps. Like it feels like you're paying your debt. We have the Lovers, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. You guys are going to be embarking, and a lot of you guys, this has to do with your career, or it just has to do with like something that you're building, whether that's a family, whether that's a you know, a career, whether that's whatever the fuck you want it to be. You know, it's different for everyone. But yeah, I feel as though this month is you cleaning some stuff up. Because I think that it's not even that you're cleaning it up. You've already cleaned it up. You've been cleaning this up for years, I'm feeling, with this Saturn. It's almost like you have been working on this for years, and you are finally at the point where you're able to see, look, because you see this card, like she's literally the Five of Cups. She's wearing all black. You see in this card, she's wearing all white. This is you going from the darkness to the light. February is a really exciting month for you, and that's why I was starting to feel like really excited and really giddy when I got up in your energy, because I was like, oh my god, it's almost like you've been waiting for this for so long. Like I'm just looking at that that Temperance with his hands over his heart, that angel. Like it just feels like you coming into balance with the light and the dark aspects of you, the feminine and the masculine. It's almost like this is giving me you chose yourself. This is giving me like you chose to eat the forbidden fruit, and that was the best thing that you ever did in your entire life. It's giving me like Seven of Wands. I am fucking untouchable. You are becoming untouchable. Now I'm literally hearing I'm hearing Unstoppable by Sia. So that's also one of your songs. So that's a Feb vibe song for you, is definitely Untouchable by Sia. I also think that kitties, there's a lot of I'm just really being drawn to these cats. So I don't know, for some of you guys, I think that you have a kitty spirit guide that is really wanting to come through. Some of you guys have pet cats, but some of you guys, I don't know, it's really just making me think of my pet cat, to be honest, back home. Oscar, he's actually turning 24 this year, and heaven, let's pray that he makes it to 24, because he's a freaking old cat. And this is what he used to, he literally used to look like this. Now he looks like an old man, but I feel like he's like my spirit guide. So anyway, off topic. But yeah, I feel like I love this Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, because it's just giving me this energy of like healing your childhood through getting to work on something that, like, it's giving me creativity. It's giving me like something that like you've kind of wanted to do. It might look different now, but it still resembles something that you've wanted to do since you were a kid. It still resembles a part of you that was innocent, a part of you that loved to just do it for the fun of it, you know? I think with this Seven of Wands, like, it's literally just like I am getting this feeling like you are becoming like unfuckwithable. Knight of Swords when I split the deck. So yeah, you guys are really feeling activated. I feel like there's almost even a warning here to maybe not charge too hard at things, maybe to not come across being like too okay, here's the message. It's like, don't get so excited that you burn yourself out. Okay, that's just, don't try it. You know, I'm feeling like you guys are getting a burst of energy. Like you guys are just like, this is giving me like, it's shooting down into a sacral chakra. It's almost like this energy is coming from your crown, and it's like spiritual downloads that are moving down. It's almost like moving in opposite energy. I don't know, does energy do that? It's interesting. It's almost like the reverse of a Kundalini awakening. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. It's kind of like all of a sudden you're feeling like this fire in your belly stir. So the guidance is just like, don't charge too hard. Like, don't burn yourself out, because you could potentially get so excited that you just want to keep going and going, and it's like, you know, cruise. You don't need to like do everything all at once. Maintain boundaries with yourself and other people. Take care of yourself. This is essentially the message. Oh my God, stop it. I hope I pick this group. I swear to God, I better pick this group. You have the fucking Sun and the Six of Wands. You've known that something's going to work out in your favor, and it's, you know, you might have had your doubts. I ain't going to say that you haven't had your doubts, because I'm sure that you've had your cries. I feel like, you know, you've had your upset moments, you've had your bleak moments, your dark moments, but I feel like you've also, you know, you've been trying to get to work, and I think the thing is, you've done really, really well with what you have. I think that you've still gotten an awful lot done whilst being in like this South Node energy. And we have the South Node in Scorpio at the moment, and that's rough. To me, that is the energy of the purge. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Purge, but that's kind of the vibe. If you want to, I don't know, if you want to know, I don't know if this is a good movie to maybe, what's the word, like, promote, but The Purge, it just gives me South Node Scorpio vibes. Like, we are just purging all the bullshit. Let's just kill everything that we don't like, or everything that isn't serving us. Like, that's an extreme, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I just feel like you guys you've been working underground for a long time. It's giving me like working underground like a molehill. Like, you've been like, literally no one can see shit. You've been building, creating, running through all these tunnels. No one can see shit. On the surface, like, people are just like, oh, this person's like quiet, or this person just seems to be like going through their shit, like they're always going through their shit. Or that's even the vibe I'm getting. I'm like literally feeling as though some people's opinions even have been like, oh, well, this person's just like, I don't know, like, it's not even like we'll write them off, but it's just like, you know, that's just what they're like. Like, people almost would just kind of pin you in a box in a way. And I feel like this month is kind of you starting to really show you the real you. I think that this is a month, your vibe is all about like the level up. It's all about the success. It's all about working with other people as well. Like, I think that you guys are really going to be like, I'm seeing like putting yourself on stage, putting yourself out there, putting your energy out there, putting your art out there so that you can connect with other artists. You know what I mean? It's like, it's giving me like the energy of, if you want to attract a certain vibe of people, then you need to start like going, like putting that energy out there. It's almost like, you know, if you want to meet new people that are into health and wellness and stuff, like maybe start going to yoga classes, or, you know, shit like that. It's just like putting yourself where you're meant to be in order to meet the right people, in order to meet people that will genuinely inspire you and all that sort of stuff. People that are going to help you level up. You're just going to be putting yourself in people that are the right place at the right time. I think that you're becoming really comfortable with yourself. This is giving me like big like self-esteem level ups. Like, I have been through the shit, and so I'm sort of seeing myself as, I don't know, like wisdom. It's giving me wisdom. Yeah, well, the Fool. It's a whole new beginning. This is big Uranus energy for me, which is Aquarian energy as well. So there's heaps of Aquarius energy coming through for you guys. I don't know if maybe you guys are Aquariuses. I do want to say that for the whole of Aquarius season, I do have 20% off. solar return charts for Aquarius suns. So if you're an Aquarius sun, maybe check that out, because it looks like you're going to have a good damn year by the looks of this. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Emperor. Like, you can't make this shit up. You guys are now being able to dream your visions really genuinely into reality. Like, I'm seeing, like, it's not only are you dreaming it, because I feel like there was an imbalance in your past. It's either like you've been too logical, or you've been too intuitive, too like, oh, the divine will work it out, or you've been too like, oh, I've got to do it all myself. I think that this is a balance at the moment. I feel like you guys in February are just finally going to be like, yo, I see where I need to meet the universe like halfway, but the universe is actually going to provide. I actually do have the ability to dream. Like, I think that you guys are going to be dreaming bigger than you've allowed yourselves to dream in a long time. I don't think you're gonna be as rigid with where you think that life can take you, with where you think anything can take you. I feel like for a lot of you guys, especially if you're business owners, you are my pile who are really going to be like getting serious. I feel like it's really getting serious this month, and just being like, okay, I'm ready to get to the bag. I just really want to build my thing, build my empire. You know, whatever that empire looks for you, it's going to be an empire. Doesn't have to actually be a billionaire huge thing. Your empire could be like, I have a cute yoga studio with 5 yoga teachers employed, and that feels so good in my soul. You know, whatever the fuck it is. Could be, for some of you guys, fashion. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to design beautiful, healthy, sustainable lingerie. I don't know, whatever that is, whatever that thing is that makes you feel like really inspired and excited, like that's the thing. I feel like you guys already know what it is, to be honest. You already have had this in your mind for a long time. I think it's been eating away at the back of your thoughts, you know. You just like can't get this thing out of your head, or you can't get this just like intuition, this knowing that you've got to do something different, that you've got to start doing something more for yourself. I do feel like you guys are an entrepreneurial group for sure. We have Source Dragon. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. Magic can happen, and that's what you're remembering. February is all about you remembering that magic is a possibility, and that you actually have the power to create it. I'm seeing this dragon as like realizing that he actually has the power to bend time and space with his will. You know, this is giving me like, I'm seeing the truth of how I can actually manifest in reality. Wow, and that's like powerful as shit. Then we have Black Dragon. Cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. That's exactly right. You know how I was saying it's almost like you guys have been in a tunnel underground just working and working? Like, that's what this card kind of represents. This beautiful black dragon, and you know, it's protecting this magical plant that it's trying to grow. You know, it has to nurture it, it has to take care of it, it has to honor it. By giving it time and space and nourishment and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, it's okay to be in a bit of a cocoon. It literally says, cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. I feel like you guys have been protected. The reason maybe why you've had to maybe not shine your light the way you've really felt like you wanted to. Maybe you've just really felt called to be in a bit of hermitude, even though you know and you feel like you want to be out there and you feel like you want to be like seen and heard and understood. It's like, but I can't like ignore this part of me that wants to like hide. It's because you're essentially in a process of transformation, in a process of metamorphosis. With this South Node, you're essentially letting a lot of past life and past ancestral sort of stuff go as well. In your past, in your family lineage, all that sort of stuff. Like, you guys, I know that you know what I'm talking about. Like, this is deep shit. You guys are fucking deep this month. And then the last dragon you have is Orange Gold Dragon from Arcturus. So some of you guys could also be Arcturian starseeds, and that's pretty cool. You guys are freaking brilliant. It says, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future and be a guiding light. You know why you've had to go through all this? Because you are this guiding light. Because you can't guide people if you haven't had to go through something yourself. I honestly feel like the most truest thing ever is, what was it? It was like a quote in Wakanda Forever, and it's literally the greatest leader. It was something like, only the greatest the greatest leaders are the most broken people. Something like that. Something beautiful like that. And that's what this vibe feels like for me. Like, you guys have had to, you know, really experience sadness and loss. And Saturn, it comes with trial and tribulations. It's harsh, it's hard, it's difficult, it's rough. But essentially, Saturn gives you the tools to master yourself. I actually think that he's a super powerful, super powerful planet, and he gets a bit of a bad rap, but that could be because I have Saturn conjunct my sun, and I feel like I'm really learning about Saturn in this lifetime. Like, Saturn is teaching me. He is my teacher in this fucking lifetime. So I'm like, yo, okay, I surrender to you, Saturn. I surrender to the struggles and the trials and the tribulations and all the bullshit, because I know that it is only helping me to master myself. And that's what you guys have been on. I feel like you guys have been on a quest. It's fully giving me a quest kind of vibe. Like, I don't know if you guys are super into like I don't know, like playing like quest games, like, I don't know, is it Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that? Like, I don't really play games like that, but I love my medieval type of stuff, you know. I feel like you guys might be into Games of Thrones and things like, what is it? I can't even think. It's like my favorite movie, Lord of the fucking Rings. Jesus Christ. It's like one of my favorite movies in the world, and I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I feel like you guys might be interested in all that sort of stuff, because you have a warrior spirit within you as well, and those movies kind of invoke that. And then now I feel like I need to read this one, which is random. Look how cool this guy looks. It says, Deep Blue Dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. And see how he's the only dragon that's been breathing fire. And I already noticed that you needed to breathe, that you were, with the back of these cards, the dragon breathing fire. So I feel as though you guys really have some truth to speak. I think it's not so much giving me that you're gonna be going off on anyone in particular. It's giving me that you literally have, like, this is giving me like the flames in your belly. Like, you literally have a voice that needs to be heard. You have you need to communicate what you know. I feel like there's a wisdom and a knowledge and an intelligence that you have embodied within yourself. And this month you are, wow, with butterfly underneath. This month you're stepping into that leadership role. We have butterfly underneath that. So you seriously are having a huge transformation this month. And essentially it's like your soul is learning to fly with its new wings. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you guys have been in a cocoon, and this is the month where you literally start to come the fuck out. Like, your wings are beginning to spread, and that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I hope that I picked this group because I'm so happy for me. I do feel like this is my energy too. But anyway, this is just awesome. I feel like you guys, your vibe this month is just really essentially, I am all about nourishing me. I am all about filling myself up with what I came here to do. Like, I feel like this is deep. Like, this is like soul purpose shit. Like, I don't feel as though you guys are just like, yeah, I just want to level up and be really successful. This is like, no, I want to follow the path of my fucking soul. Like, I feel like you guys are like open and listening to God. You are like, it's almost like I don't know, your integrity is intact. Your integrity has stayed intact throughout this entire experience that you've been through. And I feel like this is the month where you're going to start to see rewards. You're going to start to see this wasn't all just going to be darkness. The wheel always has to turn. What comes up must go down. What goes down must come up. You know, that sort of thing. It's just like the wheel's always turning, and it's time for you guys to start to rise and be like on the other side, be on the upside. I'm just like, look at these cards. Look at these cards, man. You have the Fool, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the Sun. Like, come on. This is going to be a damn good month. Your vibe this month is just like, I am doing my thing. I'm chilling. I feel like you guys are going to be listening to music. It's almost giving me like, people could be losing their shit all around you, and you just got your headphones on and you're just cruising and grooving and doing your thing, and you're just like, Spirit, guide me. What am I meant to do today? Like, I feel like you guys are really listening to yourselves, your intuition. I think that this is something you've been waiting for a long time. So your vibe, it's amazing. I'm proud of you guys. I'm excited for you guys and all that sort of exciting stuff. So I'm gonna stop blabbing away now. This is longer than I wanted it to be, but your vibe was just too exciting. Like, I just couldn't stop. It was just too pretty. I've got cards all over the table. It's great. So yeah, please let me know if this resonated. Let me know what's going on for you. Let me know what the hell, you know, you've been going through. What is this thing that you know is manifesting, or at least let me know when it manifests. Like, come back to this video and just be like, bitch, this is what the fuck happened, and I'm gonna, and then hopefully it happens to me, because I know I'm gonna pick this group. Yeah, and I'll tell you what happened for me. Anyway, bitch is getting weird. All right. I love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to book an astrology or a tarot reading, all my links will be down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. Don't forget your song and have the most incredible fucking February. But I don't need to even tell you that, because you're already going to. It's already set in stone. You're going to have a great time. Also, just, you know, with this Five of Cups, I don't want to say that it's all just going to be sunshine and rainbows, but I just feel like you guys are going to be able to deal with it. Whatever the universe throws at your way, your bitch ass motherfucking face is just going to be able to handle it. I don't know why I said bitch ass motherfucking face. But yeah, I just feel like nothing can get you down. It's giving me like, I think, you know why I said face with those eyes? It's giving me like you are looking in the mirror and seeing yourself with new eyes. You're seeing your face like from a new perspective. It's almost like you have been looking in your mirror and looking at your face for years and years, and it hasn't felt like you. And then this month you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to see you again. And I know that you guys are going to get me when I say that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this orange, pretty much dead bougainvillea, then this is your reading. So, group 2, I feel as though your third eye feels a little bit blocked. I felt like it's interesting, because when I was getting into group 1's energy, I just felt like this. And with you guys, it was almost like this fog. I heard the word breach. I don't know what breach means. Okay, so we have Leo coming out. Pluto, transformation. Void, of course, moon missing. And we have the 6th house of routine. So, okay, your vibe. I feel like your vibe, and okay, this card wanted to pop out too, so let's see what it is. Royal blue and gold dragon strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty, wear your cloak of power with pride. It makes a lot of sense with this Leo. Okay, so you know what? Your vibe in February is a lot of like, it's feeling like you taking charge of your destiny. It's but in like a subtle way. Like, this is feeling like willpower. This is feeling like you finally deciding that you're going to start running. You finally deciding that you're going to start going to the gym. This feels as though something's been missing for a long time, and or maybe even not a long time. Like, it could just be like this felt like something's been off lately, something's been missing. And I think that this month you're kind of going to like figure out what that is. I feel like, well, not even figure out what that is, because what it is something to do with your routine. It's like, have you been sleeping enough? Have you been taking care of yourself? I feel like it's like almost like this feeling of, is it as big as you've thought it was? I feel like maybe with you guys there's this energy of like, man, I've been feeling so depressed lately, and I'm like not sure what's wrong with me. And like, I think maybe it's just, have you been sleeping enough? Have you been eating well? Have you been connecting with people that you care about? I feel like there's just almost this energy of like getting grounded. I don't know why I keep hearing the word breach. Did someone breach your trust? Oh yeah, because the 6th house can also be the house of enemies. So, I don't know, did someone breach your trust? And I feel as though like it really took a toll on your self-esteem. I feel like it took a toll on your self-worth. It's maybe even resulted in you having a little bit of a hard time getting yourself back on track health-wise. It could even be that it's affected your health, physical and mental. You have Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Yeah, okay, so it feels as though with this Pluto, it's almost feeling like giving me this, and Void of course missing, it's almost feeling like there's this almost barrenness. It's giving me like bleak. Maybe it's bleak, like there's been this, wow, I think that there's a correlation between you and Pile 1, and to be perfectly honest, I actually think that all of these readings, like I've found that with some readers, every group will be messages for me. It's just that one might be like ridiculously like, okay, this is really like really on point, or like really something that I need to hear. But I'm feeling like with you guys, like this is almost like you guys could listen to group 1 as well and find that like there's messages and medicine for you there. But anyway, Black Dragon, it says, cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, and undergo a metamorphosis. You have Pluto transformation coming out. So, okay, I feel as though this month, the difference is that probably with Pile 1, I think that they've already maybe undergone this, whereas I feel like you guys are actually still within this process of metamorphosis. Group 1 is starting to sort of like come out the other side, whereas I feel like with you guys, there's still sort of like a little bit of work that needs to be done. I'm getting that it's mental. I'm getting that it's like also on the physical body. I'm feeling for some of you guys there is some how do I say this? I'm getting that it's like root chakra health, root chakra sort of healing, root chakra things going on, whether you're male or female. I think that for some of you guys, I'm getting like with this moon behind this guy. You know, I just feel as though there is an illumination that's going on within your subconscious at the moment that requires your attention, because it's asking you to really take care of yourself and it's asking you to really love on certain parts of yourself. I feel as though there's been a missing link for a long time, and I think that this month your vibe is all about seeing the truth. Your vibe is all about seeing like past the illusion. I think your vibe is all about like getting in touch with reality in a way, in the fact that you're accepting where you are, you're accepting the process and the healing journey that you're on. I feel like this is an energy of not actually really fighting things. I feel like there's an acceptance here. You have Orange Dragon, bring soul families and communities together, spread belonging, warmth and oneness, bring people everywhere together. Yeah, okay. So I feel as though there's a desire within you, obviously, to connect with your community. I feel as though there's a desire to build and create. I'm getting this vibe like there's something you want to do. I'm really feeling like you guys are super duper connected to Pile 1. But these are just like literally different phases of the game. Like this, I feel like, yeah, this is weird. I've never actually had this happen before where I'm so like, whoa, this is like the same story but like at different times. So yeah, I feel like at the moment you're just like, this month is all about you're seeing yourself clearly. I'm getting that with this Leo, I will, like, and you see you have the fire element of desire underneath that. I feel as though, I think you're starting to see the beauty in the healing process and how it can ultimately spark and inspire your creativity. I'm feeling as though at the moment maybe there's like a lack of creativity. There's like a discouragement. I'm feeling as though you've really been struggling. It could even be with like, you know, jobs and things like that. It could be that you've been having a hard time wanting to get yourself out of bed to go to work and things like that. Like there's just been something missing in your life. And I feel like this is almost like a time to surrender to the void. Like I'm literally just getting like, it's a time to just accept that things are what they are. They have been what they have been. I think that there's an interesting like dichotomy that's going on for you this month. In your vibe in one way is very like deep, it's very dark, it's very like, I'm still processing these emotions, I'm still dealing with these traumas, I'm still you know, I'm still essentially metamorphosizing this area of my life. I feel as though it's your emotional self, and it's the way you treat yourself. I feel like there's a way that you treat yourself because you something was missing. I feel like there was an element of nurturing that was missing. I don't know if that was when you were a kid, or I don't know if it's like in relationships or what it is, but it just feels like there's this like feeling of like, I don't know, maybe if some of you guys had a missing mother figure, or just this, it's giving me maternal vibes, like a mom. Like there's this energy where something has to transform with their mom. I don't know if maybe like you are someone who had to like take care of your siblings. I don't know if maybe you kind of had to pick up slack. Maybe you're even someone who had to like get a job when you were quite young to help support the family. Golden Christed Dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. Yeah, because like I feel like with you guys, you have this Leo energy out here. You have this beautiful, big heart. And I think that that big heart has obviously, you know, if you have a big heart, you're going to have big feelings. And I think that you guys have been hurt. I think maybe it's even that that maybe you haven't even realized that you've been like, it's almost giving me like this wounded warrior vibe where but the warrior hasn't known that he's wounded. It's almost like, you know, he's literally like going into battle with a huge gaping like wound in his stomach, and he's just like completely ignoring that it's there. Like that's a really gruesome visual, but I'm literally seeing like that. Oh, okay. Ace of Swords in reverse, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords, and Justice, with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, this is, yeah, this month, your vibe, Pile 2, you're still healing. I'm feeling like there's like this energy where you're wanting me to tell you that you're going to be like done with this, and that you're just going to be like flying high, because I do feel as though you are having moments of like, man, that feels good, like moments of creativity again, moments of inspiration, moments of revelation. I feel like you're having moments of confidence, all these lovely moments. But the thing is, I feel as though like you're wanting me to tell you, yeah, they're good, like it's just going to keep getting better, and it's just going to be like, you know, only positive. And that's the thing. I feel like, yes, it's definitely going to keep on getting better and better and better, but you are still going to be dealing with some conflict. You're still going to be dealing with a little bit, I'm feeling like with this Ace of Swords in reverse, like there's a little bit of miscommunication, and I think that it's like with yourself. I'm feeling like there's two different aspects of yourself at war with each other at times. I feel as though there's this like premature, you know what it is? I'm feeling like you're wanting, this is such a classic message. It's like impatience. I'm getting impatience from you guys. I'm feeling like that's what it is. You guys want things, you want to hurry up and be out of this cocoon, and you want to be this golden crested light. You know, you at the moment you're here, but you're wanting to be here, and you're not honoring the process of what it takes to get from here to here, you know? It says Lilac Fire Dragon transmutes the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. That's right. Transmutes power through divine love. You're in a period of transmutation. You are shedding. And so you need to be patient with yourself while you shed. You know, does a snake try and rush himself while he sheds his skin? No. Does a butterfly or a cicada try and rush their shit? No. They just go with the process. They just follow the process, you know? I think that you guys, this month, I don't know, your vibe is honestly, it's a little impatient. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I feel like you know that you have this like good, this beautiful, it's like giving me like a pot of gold, like a rainbow with a pot of gold on the other end. It's literally giving me like you want the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but you don't want the rain. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, yeah, you want the rainbow, but you don't want the rain. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't have a rainbow without rain. So it's this month, I think, while there is an impatience and there is this like, oh my god, I just want things to hurry up, I just want things to like be better, I think that there's also like a realization, especially with the Six of Swords. It's almost like this this knowing, especially with this Justice too. I kind of just feel as though it's like, okay, I gotta balance this shit out. I feel like what's really changing up for you this month and where your vibe is kind of at, it's like going from impatience to kind of acceptance. Like, I think that you guys are just going to stop. I think you've been overthinking, to be honest. I think that you overthink a lot, and I think that that comes because from like a lack of self-nurturance. I think it's because like there's this worry, like you have loyalty, red crowned crane. So yeah, it's like this your energy is really interesting, pile 2. Like, this is so different. It's like your story is the same as pile 1. I feel like you guys are connected, but I just feel as though you guys really still have a lot going on in your heart. I feel like you have a lot going on. There's a lot of feelings. Look, transformation again. You have transformation coming out twice. So like this month, you know what this is? I think I'm feeling the heaviness of what you've been feeling for a long time, and I think that this month you're starting to harness this because I think you're starting to communicate with other people who are maybe going through similar things. I think that you're starting to maybe take yourself out of the cave a little bit more, and not in like not completely, because you're not ready to. Like, this is the thing, I'm feeling like you want to be more ready than you are. Look, we have Peregrine Falcon, observation. You're needing to be in a period of observation at the moment. This isn't your time to like jump forward and do the thing. This is your time to really take note of everything. I think that this is sort of like an energy where you're needing to sit back and like take everything in, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, she's not happy watching, she doesn't look like she's happy watching her plants grow. She's like, hurry the fuck up and grow, I want your fruits. But at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. It has to, you know, it's not gonna make it speed up any faster. So you're needing to like take a step back and have a look at, where are you being impatient? That's a big question I think that Spirit wants to ask you at the moment. We have Wolverine, fierceness, because there is this fierceness within you. You're like, you have a lot of willpower. I think that you guys have a lot of willpower, and you're really going to be feeling a lot of willpower this month, but it's almost like it's not the time to act. When the void of course moon is happening, you know, astrologers essentially like to not do anything. Like, that's not a time to launch projects. That's not a time to do things, because the moon, you know, she isn't happy. She's void of course. She's got no direction. She doesn't know where she's going. So I think that you've got all this energy and all this passion, but because, yeah, creation, like there's all this energy of like you want to create, but you're not taking a step back and giving yourself a breather. This month is all about like, you want to have this six of wands, but you have to invest in the Seven of Pentacles. You have to put in the time. You have to let things grow. You have to accept that everything takes time. Justice, you know, literally, Rome wasn't built in a damn day. I say this all the time. Six of Swords, it's asking you to like smooth your, it's so hard. It's like, it's almost giving me like you are choosing to ride this bumpy ass rough sea when you could literally just like turn around, and it's almost giving me like a fork in the road. Like, do you want to go down like the scary looking path and the bumpy rough sea, or do you want to go down the rainbow path? The rainbow path, you know, yeah, that's the, yeah, oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I'm like all over the place, but to be honest, I'm feeling like this is like this lack of clarity with this Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like feeling really void of course, moon missing. It's feeling really unsure and really uncertain. You're in a period of uncertainty, that's for sure. But you know what it's giving me? It's almost giving me like there's two, like a fork. Say there's like two, or there's a canoe, and they're coming up to a fork in a river, and they can either go right or they can go left. And the right is, you know, it's easy, it's nice, it's like this really easy path, but it leads to a pit of crocodiles. Whereas the channel to the left looks like complete shit. It looks like it's hard, it looks like it's rough, it doesn't look like it's going to be like all that inviting, but essentially at the end of it you come out at a beautiful like paradise, but you have to go through the shit to get there. So, you know, it's just kind of giving me that vibe. Lioness, protection, you are protected. I feel like you guys, you got a lot of lion energy, a lot of desire energy. You could have a lot of Leo energy, but there is just sort of fire in general in your chart, but there's just like this passion, and I'm almost feeling like this heaviness and this sadness, because I'm feeling like you're feeling disconnected from it, and it kind of just feels like you need to accept that. I think that you need to accept that you have periods of dullness. I don't feel like you like it. I feel like you get really pissed off when you feel like your creativity is like, I don't know, struggling, or your creativity is a little bit like impaired. I feel like you have a really, yeah, because you chose the orange flower as well, so that's like sacral chakra vibes. So it feels like because your creativity is a little bit out of sorts, it's really got you struggling to accept it. And I feel like this month is, your vibe is just like, okay, I'm done with this impatience because it's getting me nowhere. I think that you're starting to see clearly that it's literally getting you nowhere because you're just resisting, you're just fighting, you're fighting your own healing. So I think that February is all about like starting to work with yourself. That's what it is. Okay, is there any last messages? I also feel like there's gonna be a lot of frustration. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling really frustrated in February as well. I'm sorry, but like it's just something that's really going to be annoying you, I think. Yeah, but it's coming up to be healed. I love that. Okay, so I feel like there's this energy of like something really frustrating. It's like you still being so frustrated. But we have the Queen of Swords, Temperance, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost like, yeah, okay, this thing is really frustrating, but it's actually bringing you clarity. It's actually bringing you balance. It's actually bringing you healing. It's actually bringing you restoration. You see how this whole reading, like, it's felt like so confusing. Like, I don't even know if I've got like a full message out. I don't even know. But it's feeling like at the end here, all of a sudden we have just this like boom, clarity, Wheel of Fortune. It's like boom, things shift, boom, things change. So I'm wondering if maybe it's going to be towards the end of the month, because you know what it is? It's that surrender. It happens like this every single time. Until you guys surrender to the transformation, until you guys surrender to the void, and until you surrender to the discomfort, it's just going to keep coming up for you. It's just going to keep feeling like it keeps happening. You know, this is having to stop being impatient with where you're at, accept where you're at. This is beautiful. I'm actually loving it now, because I feel like this Queen of Swords and this Queen of Cups is you coming into balance with your emotional and your intuitive body. Your emotional side and your like logical side, your mental side. I think you're starting to see the opportunity in healing. Wow, High Priestess after that, Queen of Wands. Okay, holy shit. So yes, group 2, listen to pile 1, because where you guys are currently at is literally like, this whole reading is literally just building up for group 1. So I feel like you are like, you need to watch that reading after this one, because that is where you're headed. That is the vibe of where you're heading. It could even be in March, you know, it could even be just over the next few months, but that's the direction that you are moving into. You are about to like, I don't know, I just feel like you're about to like come out on top. I'm literally seeing this as you, like you are going to be sitting up here and everyone who doubted you, or even like, you know, this could be your past self, the version of you that was doubting you, is just going to be like, holy shit, damn, okay, they really proved me wrong. So you're going to be proving yourself and other people wrong. But it takes, I don't know, maybe you guys have a lot of Gemini as well. It's just giving me like so much impatience. Like it just takes a period of stepping back, and communicating and opening your heart a little bit more. Because I think that your heart has been, what's the word? I think your heart's been affected. I think your heart's been affected by, I think you guys, your source of creativity comes from your heart. So because your heart has been going through a transformation and healing process, that's what's really been stifling for your creativity, and that's been really difficult. But please know that it is well and truly all, these are just beautiful. I don't know, I feel like February and March are just really good months for everyone. And I know that this reading's been a little bit rough, but you know, at the end of the day, I think that all this discomfort, all this impatience, all this uncertainty, and fog, like it's feeling like brain fog, it's all because it's trying to clear your path. It's trying to get you moving in a direction that feels a lot more peaceful, that feels easier, that feels like it's, I think that you guys are seeking simplicity and more flow. So that's taking you to stand in your sovereignty, and it's causing you to start questioning everything that doesn't align, and it's asking you to have the willpower to keep moving through your discomfort, because at the other side of this discomfort, at the other side of this impatience, when you finally surrender to it and you allow life to just life, and you accept that sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down, you're going to find that all of a sudden things just flip on their head and go up, you know. I think that there's just like so much clarity. Like I literally think that by the end of the month, it's like I think that you guys are gonna have quite a rocky beginning, but I do feel like by the end of the month, it's almost like this like huge deep breath. It's almost like this huge release. It's almost like you start to like get this flow back. And I think that by the end of the month, you're gonna find that by like just taking care of the little things, getting to bed on time, and eating well, and doing all these like nourishing things for you is really going to make a difference. Because I think that when you surrender to the impatience that you feel, and you start to just become present, and you start to just take care of your vessel and nourish yourself in whatever way that really like suits and aligns with you, you're going to find that things start to shift quite quickly by focusing on essentially the little things. I think it's the little things that are the big things for you at the moment. And I think that you know, just give yourself a rest, give yourself a break, allow yourself to take time to heal, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, and to process your emotions, write them down. You know, I think for some of you guys, write a letter to yourself, write a letter to your past self, to your future self. I feel as though there's just like a real connection with you that you're needing to develop, because it's all about you. I think that once you sort of choose to let all this shit behind, this feeling of like something that you didn't receive, something that's been missing, which for some of you guys could definitely be like reciprocal relationships. They've left you feeling unreciprocal relationships, if you've left you feeling depleted. I think that you're going to start drawing everything it is that you want in, but it's just going to take a period of essentially releasing and becoming very much okay with your own solitude and with you, and just with being you know, your biggest cheerleader and your biggest fan. I think this is about you no longer waiting for other people to like validate anything for you. I think this is you validating yourself. I think this month your vibe is just all about figuring out what works best for you and getting to it. You know, I think this is a month where you're just choosing I'm hearing flow over fear. I don't think you guys want to be in fear anymore. So anyway, pile 2. I hope that this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Thank you to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you in all moments. If you enjoyed this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Please let me know in the comments what's going on for you. If you feel like sharing, do subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, if you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading, you can do that through the links below. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Don't forget to listen to your February vibe tunes as well, okay? So have a good one, pile 2. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this pretty much completely dead pink flower, then this is going to be your reading. So group 3, I was hearing the word old school, so I don't know if your vibe in February is like, I don't know, I feel like you're kind of like, well, 8th house, ending in beginnings. I kind of feel as though you're going back, like, I don't know, you're exploring your past, and you know, that's Scorpio energy. We have the South Node in Scorpio at the moment. So I feel as though your vibe in February is kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting this old school vibe, I think you're reconnecting with maybe like, I don't know, a vintage. You feel kind of vintage. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. So we have Mercury coming out with Mind. We have North Node, Life's Purpose. Saturn, Truth. And Pluto, Transformation. So, wow. Okay. Your vibe in February is, there's a lot going down. I think that you guys are essentially in a, we have Scorpio Pluto energy twice out here, so you guys are essentially, your vibe in February is burn this shit to the motherfucking ground. I feel like you guys are, I think that you guys are really, with Mercury, Mind here, and Saturn, Truth, I feel like you guys really have been on a journey of seeking truth. I feel like with this old school kind of energy that we're getting with this Saturn as well, because Saturn, you know, it's kind of like an elderly, older vibe. Pluto, it's kind of giving me this old school energy. I think you're seeing that there's a lot of power and potential in your past. And the thing is, like, we have the North Node coming out. The North Node is in Taurus, so you know, I think this is you seeing value in I think you're seeing value in a new way. I think maybe you're seeing your vibe in February is you connecting with like your older self, like maybe a younger version of you, a more carefree version of you, maybe even a more disciplined version of you, you know. I think that the vibe that you're really in February is kind of like, how can I make real, I think, like, that's an interesting message. How can I make real? I feel as though with this Saturn, Truth, and Pluto transformation with your life purpose, it's almost like this 8th house as well. I feel as though there's this energy of you solidifying and stabilizing things for yourself with Mercury, Mind as well. I feel as though there's this like this branching out that I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing you in February becoming a lot more like open. I think it's an open-mindedness, to be honest. I think maybe there's been a closed-mindedness that you've been carrying with you for a long time, and I think that's really transforming this month. I think that there's a darkness that you're, and this seems to be a theme, and I'm feeling like it could be because we're getting to the final stages. We're in the final 10 degrees of the South Node being in Scorpio, and so I feel like this energy is really amplifying, it's really intensifying. It's very Mars Scorpionic, I mean Mars and Martian and Plutonic energy, so it's very fiery. It's almost like boom, a big like kind of like powerful explosion. I'm seeing that you're seeing gold, that you're seeing radiance, that you're seeing beauty in the lessons and the hardships. I think with this North Node, Life's Purpose, it's like this month you're feeling very connected, I think, to who you are. I think you're feeling very connected to the transformation path that you're on. I think all 3 readings today have had very similar kind of like messages, just with different ways of sort of like going about the energy. Essentially everyone, I don't know if it's because it's the final season of the astrological year, Pisces season, you know, that we're going to be moving into in February and March, and essentially astrological new year starts in March at around March 20. So we're coming up to the end of a powerful cycle, and we did just have that Pluto conjunct the sun in Capricorn. You know, we've got Pluto out here. Capricorn is Saturnian energy, so it is like a huge rebirth that we are sort of all initiating, that we're all moving through. I think that you guys particularly are having like a shift in perception, a shift in the way you think, maybe even a shift in the way you communicate. I want to have a look at this North Node. What's going on with this North Node? Five of Wands in reverse. Everything is fine in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So you guys have had problems with, I think you guys have had a lot of issues with people, with a lot of relationships. I think even friendships in particular. I'm getting the vibe that you guys in February are kind of, for some of you guys I'm getting siblings as well, maybe close family members. I'm just feeling as though for some of you guys, the month of February, your vibe is kind of like unbothered. Like, you know what, I am sick of pretending that everything, well see, that's not the thing, it's not unbothered, it's more so like I'm sick of pretending that everything is completely fine. I'm going to accept that, or I'm going to communicate the fact that things like things have to end. Yeah, sorry. Just had an awkward moment then, but it was almost like, I'm just seeing with this everything is fine, like the fact that it's in reverse, I'm seeing her as just releasing this. I think for some of you guys, you're going to be taking some time off social media, to be honest. I think that maybe it's comparisonitis is something for you guys. I think that this month you guys are getting more connected to your truth. I think that you're not going to be as, you know what, it's feeling like there's yeah, with this moon in reverse and Two of Swords in reverse, it's like this lack of clarity, this fog, this confusion. That's what's transforming. I think that you guys have felt confused because I think that you've been comparing yourself to other people, to be honest. I think that you've been looking at your abilities and comparing them with everyone else's. I think that if there's something you've wanted to be doing, whether, you know, it's fashion, whatever it is, I'm getting for some of you it is fashion, but like I just feel as though you've been looking at everyone else and looking at what they're doing, and instead you this whole time you've been needing to just like focus on you. It's like staying in your own lane is the message that I'm getting, and I'm feeling like the second you stop focusing on everyone else around you, the second you put your blindfold on, and the second you stop paying so much attention to everybody else, is the second you kind of start to allow I don't know, to allow this transformation to actually occur. Look, we have the Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups. So you guys have been feeling really down and out for a while. I'm really feeling with this 8th house, you know, this is Queen of Swords in reverse, so there's that lack of clarity. So yeah, I'm feeling like for you guys, it's been really, I'm getting a heavy few months. I'm getting maybe even the past 10 months in particular. I'm feeling like for some of you guys, you could have lost someone that you really, really care about. Maybe you even lost an animal, you lost a job. It was something that you had to let go of, something that transformed, that maybe you weren't quite ready for. I feel as though this month is a month where you're kind of starting to like let go of this a little bit. I feel as though this is the month where you're starting to, you know, it's giving me the energy of someone who like is going through a hard time and is feeling really like discouraged by the fact that maybe their friends are thriving, or maybe they're just like discouraged by all these other people that they're watching on social media doing things that they want to be doing, and like they're just not there, and it's kind of like creating this like distance. And I'm feeling like it's a little bit of like envy. Like I'm feeling it's a little bit of like envy coming up purely because it's a lack of belief within yourself. I feel like when we have feelings of jealousy and envy, they are some of the best ways of seeing like, where is it that I don't feel worthy yet? What is it that I want that I don't feel worthy of? Because that's kind of where how that energy manifests. It manifests as in us being jealous of other people that have the thing that we want, because we believe, well, if I'm not worthy, then they shouldn't be worthy either. You know what I mean? So we have the Page of Swords, and I'm feeling like this is you guys like slowly this month. I think that this is like a slow emerging. I'm seeing it as like like the first rays of sunlight, the first rays of dawn on a new day. I'm feeling with this North Node to really, and this Saturn and Pluto to really, and Mercury, you know, I'm feeling like this big message to like, what's the word? I really feel like I need to encourage you that you are on the right track and that you're doing the right thing. I think that you are on your path of truth. Yeah, with this Devil, there is something that you are letting the fuck go of in February. I think for some of you guys it's an addiction, it's a habit. It's like whether it's smoking too much, it's drinking too much. For some of you guys it's definitely drinking, but it's like just letting go, I think, of toxicity, letting go of things that were dragging on your energy. With Saturn coming out, this is harsh lessons, and with Pluto coming out, this is huge spontaneous transformation as well. Like, and I'm getting spontaneous, I'm getting that it's essentially just like a blast out of nowhere, and maybe that's why this old school is coming out, because it's almost like you reconnecting with maybe a younger, healthier version of you. That's kind of the vibe that this is. It's almost like you've been trying to like I don't know, like hide away from the fact or hide from everyone else. I'm getting that you've been trying to hide from everyone else the tough reality and the harshness and the struggle that you've really been going through. I think that there's like this illusion in a way that maybe you've wanted to uphold that says that, like, you know, I am still capable, I'm going through like a really hard time, but I'm like flourishing. I think that you're like maybe one of these types of people who has a hard time with, I suppose, maybe letting yourself be seen in deep emotion. And because you've had to you're going through a period of time where that just keeps coming up, it's almost like a lesson for you. It's almost teaching you to be okay with your range of emotions. It's teaching you to be okay with being human. It's kind of teaching you to be okay with like I suppose what do we call it, like the evolution of, I suppose, emotional resilience. Because I think that at the beginning of this process, you will have found that you were extremely reactive. And I think that as time is moving on, you're becoming less and less reactive. You may still get triggered, but it's almost like these triggers are, you know, you're becoming more and more in control of how you react to being triggered, if that makes any sense. But yeah, with this Devil coming out, I just feel as though the month of February is like, overall the energy is extremely positive. It's very focused on the future. It's very focused on like letting shit go. Yeah, exactly. Strength. It's very focused on healing. It's very focused on becoming the best version of you. But I want to say it's like it's coming with there's a lot of strength, you know, there's a lot of courage, there's a lot of bravery, there's a lot of energy that you're still needing to work through this month, especially with this Devil, the strength in this Devil. It's like you're really needing to employ the strength this month. There are going to be triggers. I'm feeling like there are going to be definitely triggers this month that are going to teach you how far you've come, as well as they're going to help you to develop and understand maybe why and how you react in certain ways. I think with this Hermit in reverse, look, and the Sun underneath that, I think that you guys have been sort of working on yourselves for a long time, and I do feel as though it's time for like, it's, you know what, that's the thing, it's your inner child. I think that you guys have been really working on your inner child for a long time. I think with these this Devil energy and this 8th house, it's almost like these addictions maybe that you've grown attached to because they were coping mechanisms. It could even be that this is a family thing. It could even be that this has something to do with your father, or just masculines in general. It could be like a pattern, but essentially it's you having the strength and the courage to with these flowers here, I'm seeing like just self-love. I'm seeing like, you know what, they're reminding me of the bougainvillea, so I feel like maybe we should look up like a spiritual meaning of bougainvillea, because I feel like there probably is one. They're just reminding me of like the bougainvillea I had at the start for pile 1. So, you know, I feel like honestly you guys are also connected to pile 1. I feel like all 3 of these groups are all connected to pile 1. You're just all at different phases of your evolution. Okay, so bougainvillea is essentially a symbol of welcoming visitors and beauty. So, you know, that's beautiful. I feel as though February is you kind of like slowly coming out of the woodworks, especially with this Page of Swords and this Three of Pentacles. It's like you slowly coming out, and with this 3, it's giving me like, you know, hanging out with 2 or 3 people at a time. Like, this isn't you going and like running into a big brand new friendship group, or like you just going and like overwhelming yourself. I'm getting that this is like tiptoeing, like your step, like putting one step in the water, you know, moving with grace is really a thing for you this month. I feel as though, like, with all these pointy rocks, I just feel like there's going to be triggers, there's going to be moments, but you are going to come out on top every single time. I'm seeing that you are just like this radiance that really, it's this Leo energy as well. It's like this radiance that is emanating from you. Some of you guys could have Leo placements, and maybe the sun is opposing them, or, you know, you could be Aquarians. But yeah, I'm just feeling like this month is really a month where you start listening to you, and your vibe is kind of just all about like I think re-emerging yourself. You know, I think that you're re-emerging yourself in the things you used to like. I think you're re-emerging yourself in maybe some new connections, but maybe some of these are old as well. I mean, oh my god, you have the sea otter. It says transformation. Yes, you guys are transforming your inner child. I'm feeling with that sea otter, it's kind of like your playfulness is slowly starting to come back. I think with Saturn, it's almost like it's giving me like Saturn in the 5th house vibes, like someone who has a really hard time expressing creativity, playfulness, joy, all those things. It's almost like there's like a halt on it, like some sort of restriction. So yeah, we have secrets with links coming out. So yeah, I'm feeling like this is giving me like I'm literally hearing, I'm sorry mama, I never meant to hurt you, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. That is the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting that there are secrets that have been hiding away. Your inner child has been wanting to come out and like speak up for a long time. I think this is big inner child healing, and that's why this Wolverine is coming out as well. It's this fierceness, because I feel like there is an anger in you, or even just like there's a ferocity in you that knows that you deserve better, or that knows that you know, that there is the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm kind of getting like this vibe of like there's this rage, this inner rage, and it's almost like this gurgling, like this rumbling of excitement, because it's almost like I can see how, you know, I've had to kind of like, it's giving me like warrior in battle, but then goes home and like takes care of his family, and like, you know what it is? It's like I don't know if any of you guys have seen the show C. It's on Apple TV, I think. I haven't watched the entire series. Oh my god, it's literally one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life though. But it's giving me sea vibes, like Baba Voss. Please comment, let me know if you watch that show, and if you're as obsessed with it as I am. I think it is one of the best shows ever. I feel like it's just so good. It's gnarly, it's gruesome, but it's good. So yeah, it's giving me like mad warrior vibes. Like you don't, you know what, it's giving me, you don't even need to, your intuition is that strong that you don't even need to like see your demons. You don't even need to like physically see your opponents. You don't even need to physically like, it's giving me like this energy of you just like slay. You just slay without even trying. I'm almost giving like you don't even know the power that you have. You don't even realize, and it's your mind, it's your thoughts. I think you don't even realize how powerful your thoughts are. I think that your thoughts are actually weapons. I feel as though you are like people who can literally like cast like banish people, what's the word, like I don't know, it's like you induce karma through your speech. It's like you induce karma through your words. It's almost like maybe some of you guys are poets, maybe some of you guys are writers or speakers, or you know, maybe that is part of like this problem. Maybe you have always had this gift, and you've wanted to share, you've wanted to speak, you've wanted to you know, talk about things. Maybe you even have always wanted to be a counselor, or you've wanted to, like, you know, go to therapy or something. It's just been this block, this inability to move forward, this stuckness. With this North Node life purpose, it's almost like this month, it's like something starts shifting. I'm seeing it as like there's like a rock stuck in a wheel, and it's like been trying to move, and it's like chit, chit, chit. And then all of a sudden it's like the wheel just, I mean, the rock just dislodges and the wheel just starts moving. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So we also have fruit back, which is kindness. And I feel like this is you being kinder to yourself than I think you've ever actually been. I think that this is a lot of that inner child healing stuff, because I think you are really, instead of, you know, I'm getting this as in, this energy is like you literally putting the whips and chains on your own back and telling yourself that you need to, like, hurry up and get better, hurry up and like, you know, become successful, hurry up and get over this trauma, hurry up and all these things. And I think that, like, your vibe this month is all just like, nah, okay, yeah. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're saying that you need to kind of slow down. I think you're saying that you need to do this in small steps. I feel like that you know that there is like this beautiful harvest that you're moving towards. I feel like you know that there's this beautiful abundance, and I feel like you know that there's a new life beginning for you. For some of you guys, it's you're wanting to move, and I feel like, you know, there's this energy at the moment where February might not be the month where it's happening, but, you know, hold the vision, keep holding on to the vision. I feel like the one thing, we got a lot of like Capricorn, Saturnian energy coming up, so it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, don't let yourself fall into dismay because things are moving slowly. Don't become disappointed because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. They are moving in divine timing. Everything is moving in divine timing, which is the most annoying fucking thing ever. But sometimes we honestly are just not ready for what it is that we want, and we may think that we are, but we will know. We will have a realization. The moment will come where we go, holy shit, now I am. Holy shit, like, I'm finally ready for that. So the next card we have is Golden Solar Dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. And I feel like we were talking heaps about that masculine energy, and Saturn is like, you know, completely masculine vibes. Whoa, I'm actually seeing an eye in that. That's the first time I've ever noticed that. If you look into that little cosmos, I'm seeing an eye. So I feel as though, damn, I feel as though you are very, very heavily guided throughout this entire process. I literally feel like it's driven me out. It's giving me like, ooh, I don't know. You know what? You have a lot of really angelic guidance, because I feel like you have a lot of really toxic and negative energy attached to you. And I'm going to say that because I think that you guys are powerful light workers, and I feel as though, I don't know, I'm just getting this weird, I can't stop staring at it, and it's giving me like this reptilian weird vibe. So I don't know, man. I feel like take that as you will. But I just feel like there's this energy of like, and so we have this links with secrets coming out too. And I feel like you guys were born into some difficulty. I feel like this has been really, like, you know what, to be honest, I don't think there's anyone on my channel that, you know, I'm going to attract a certain vibe, okay? And I feel like as readers and, you know, as creators and things, we tend to attract people with similar experiences and that vibe on a similar frequency. You know, your vibe attracts your tribe. So I would not be surprised at all if you guys have had a really, really, really difficult and quite chaotic life, to be honest. I don't even want to say just childhood, because I feel like it's life, but I feel like there's this connection that you have to the earth, and I feel like you guys have had such a difficult time because there is so much light in your energy. I feel like you guys are karma lords. I'm getting this energy like you are reapers. That's really weird. I've never got this message before in my life, but I feel as though you guys are literally reapers. You reap what has been sown. And so it depends on whether someone has sown seeds of light or seeds of darkness. You will mirror to them, you will give to them exactly what it is they have sown. Holy shit. That is crazy. I've never got a message like that. So wow, pile 3. I was like heaps keen on wanting to receive pile 1, but now I'm like, dang, pile 3 is pretty cool. I wouldn't mind being in this group. I'm lame like that. Okay, yeah, like let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Your light codes are being activated. That's why you've been in this period of darkness, because you are going to have to be one of the ones. You're a way shower. You're a leader for the new age, you know, golden solar dragon. You are walking us into the golden age of miracles. And so you have to learn, to transmute suffering. You have to learn to transmute heartache and trauma, because that is essentially where the majority of humans are vibrating at. So we need to be able to empathize and understand them, you know what I mean? So that's the thing with being like on this spiritual path. It can be really, really tough, because you're kind of feeling not only your own shit, but you're feeling everyone else's, and it's a lot. So anyway, the next card you have is Air and Water Dragon. Helps you connect to higher frequencies, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, and express your inner song. Ooh, I really, really like that. Express your inner song. So I feel like you guys have this beautiful, harmonious, like I'm literally feeling as though your soul, like the essence of your spirit, is like the sound of wedding bells. It's like the sound of church bells. It's like this grace. I feel as though your soul itself has this really beautiful grace, but I feel as though there's a fire that lives within you as well, and that fire comes through, I think, generations. I feel like it's an ancestral thing. I'm feeling like for some of you guys, it's really feeling as though, you know, you have been victims of serious oppression, whether that be societally, whether that be within your family, whether that be mentally. You know, there are so many different ways that they can manifest, but I'm feeling this feeling as though you guys have been oppressed, and it's almost like I'm just looking at this beautiful woman's body, and I'm just like, just the beauty that is here, this self-acceptance, and like it's literally art. So I feel like it's like you guys, your vibe this month is all about like art. I feel like, you know why? Everything's really deep. I was wondering, why is everyone so deep this month? It's because we're moving into Pisces season. So of course we're going to be going to right to the fucking depths. So, you know, so everyone is going to be feeling it. Air and water, earth and fire. You literally have all 4 elements coming out with these dragons. So that is really, really, really interesting. You guys are, I think, healing so many aspects of yourself. It's like, I feel like you're not only healing your emotional body, I feel like you're healing your mental body. I feel like you're healing like your energy body, like your prana. And I also feel as though, did I say thoughts? I don't know, but you're healing your physical body. I don't know if I said physical body. You're healing everything. I'm literally saying this is everything. Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. You're being prepared for service. You're being prepared to share your gifts. Your gifts could not be shared until you had transmuted and released any sort of energy that would keep you in bondage to others. I'm feeling like this feeling of you had to learn what was unhealthy in order for you to move forward now on a path that is healthy. It's like almost like you could have stepped into your life's purpose and your dharma earlier, but it wouldn't have been right. It wouldn't. It's giving me like this energy of like it just wouldn't have sat quite right. Whereas now it feels like, now that you've been through this huge transformative journey, you've been through this huge process, I think you've had to crack open. I think that you guys have literally been brought to your knees. Like, you're giving me the pile that has been screaming into the fucking void, you know, on a Tuesday night at 3 in the morning, wishing that you could just fucking figure it out, you know? You guys are that pile, and I vibe with you. You are my people. I think that, you know, all of that has been to crack you open, because I feel like you have a really grounded and a very stable spirit, to be honest. I feel like there's this energy within you that people are drawn to because of the stability that you have. And I think that what's really been hard for you, and I'm getting that it's been recent, like I said, over the past 10 months especially, it could even be longer than that, but I'm just really feeling as though there's like this questioning that you're having of yourself, like, well, what happened to me? How did I lose this? How did I become so disconnected from how I really am, who I really am? And it's been because it's a bit of an ego death. It's been because it's like you've been needing to have a bit of a, you were going too fast. I feel like you would have just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. You had to be humbled. You had to have life stop you in your tracks so that you could slow down, and so that you could see, you know, what needs to be hidden. With these secrets, I'm feeling it's like skeletons in the closet. You've had to see what skeletons had to come to the closet. Sorry, the camera just stopped filming. But you were trying to move through life without dealing with something, and the universe just absolutely isn't having it. Okay, so you know, you've had to face it, and that's Saturn. Saturn will make you face whatever he needs to make you face in order for you to master yourself and to step into your authentic legacy. We have white gold dragon from Lyra, connects you to the Christ light. Develop your casual chakra, bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. Some of you guys could definitely be Lyran starseeds, because we did have that that strength card out as well, and I'm just feeling as though there's this like beautiful grace. We also have this lynx, and we've got this wolverine, so you guys definitely could feel as though you are Lyran starseeds, which is, you know, pretty cool. There's a lot of fucking, I don't know, I get like Lyran starseeds, I feel like you can always just see like this beautiful bright radiance and this like lion like courage, and this, I don't know, it's just this spontaneity I also get. I don't know. Anyway, if you don't know much about Lyrans, maybe start doing some research. You could find that you are one. So anyway, the last card we have for you is Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom and look for the divine around you. Okay, so that is where you're moving. This is where you're going, because you are surrendering, and you are, you know, I can't stop staring at the way this dragon is literally like got his head resting on that rock. It feels as though you guys are just moving into this deep, deep connection and this deep reverence with nature. I don't know how else to explain it. You know, I'm just seeing as you being a part of everything. I'm seeing as you being really, really drawn to being outside as well. I'm seeing you really drawn to just like, I think, resting in nature. For any of my women who bleed on here, I'm seeing you guys as probably being quite drawn to like free bleeding out on the earth, which is so encouraged. You know, I'm just really seeing a connection with the divine feminine. I think that there's a softness that's coming back to you. I think you're really going to be feeling this by the end of February. You know, because there are going to be some triggers, and it is going to be probably towards the beginning of February where there's a lot of stuff coming up. You know, there's a lot of fierceness. There's a lot of I'm feeling like, yeah, there might be some arguments and things, but it could even just be passive aggressive. You know, it's like where no one actually physically says something to your face, but you just know the energy. It's kind of that. So I feel like with this Kuan Yin, brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. This, by the end of this process, by the end of this like sort of like dark period, you guys are going to feel like more at peace, I think, than you felt in a long time. I think that this is really opening your heart up to love. I think that you guys have been shut off a little bit from love. I'm feeling as though there's like been this emphasis on your mind. It's been like you've been trying to think yourself out of this, think yourself into better health, better feelings, a better life, all of that sort of stuff. And I think that this card is coming through to say that it's when you kind of feel into it, it's when you connect with the earth, with the water, with the wind, you know, with fire. When you start to feel into your physical body, it's through the physical, your physical vessel that you're going to begin to reconnect with all that is, and you're going to really start to reconnect with, I think, just like grace and peace again, and tranquility. I think that's when your karmic balance is going to reset. That is when things are going to be transcended back into love and light and radiance, and things aren't going to feel as heavy. Things are going to be feeling a lot lighter. So anyway, group 3, my loves. Wow, that was long. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that it was helpful. Please let me know what's going on with you in the comments. If you feel like sharing, do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, either one. Yeah, subscribe if you feel like doing so, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through my links. I have astrology and tarot readings available. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next reading. Be sure to check out your song, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful February and take care. Peace.